trust that God got your back. That's how I feel. Trust that God got your back. If nobody else got your back and you don't trust nobody, trust God. It'll save you every single time. It'll save you every single time, because he'll never come back null and void. He'll never.
They can have it all, but give me you. Nothing else will do. I have what is true. I have Jesus. I have Jesus.
Good morning, y'all. It is literally 6:55 a.m. I'm on my porch. I got my tea. I'm trying to wake up at 6. Today is like my first day, like, okay, like I'm waking up at 6 for real. Especially because I had to get this video out for y'all so y'all can see I'm in my little robe. I'm still in my do-rag. My hair is still drying. I'm about to go to the gym right after this. But yeah, so I'm dropping my paper. For all my old subbies, well, for all my new subbies, for all my old subbies, so I'm back again with another video, and today's topic is about trust versus trusting God. So of course I ain't picked the topic, you feel me? I ain't picked the topic because I would have never picked this topic, but my friend be having me think. So let's just get into the video. Y'all already know I hate a long intro. So for the people that don't know me, my name is Lexis, Lexis, but you can call me Lexi for short. And on this channel, we kind of talk about everything. We talk about God, we talk about fitness, we talk about makeup, we talk about the whole works, right? But on Tuesdays, we talk about God. And yeah, so if you like videos like that, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. But let's get into the video. So what is trust? Because we in a society where people just don't trust nobody. Like, oh, I don't trust nobody. Everybody out to get me. If you think like that, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Like, that's a sad life to live. But I think trust is one of those things where, like, we don't really know how to build trust. We don't really know what that looks like, and then we try to compare it to God. So hear me out. First off, what is trust? What's trust? I'm all in the camera. Trust is a firm belief, not a fact, a firm belief in the reliability of someone or something. Some people just be trusting people off the bat. Like, I do believe, like, give a person just enough trust, you feel me, and then allow that person to either keep it or give me a reason not to trust you for me not to trust you. But out the bat, like, y'all just be like, oh, I just trust this person. Kisa, do you not live in the same world I live in? Like, don't be naive. And I was one of those people that was just really naive. So I believe our trust is dependent on an event or an individual, right? An event or an individual's actions, to be clear, right? So that means trust is a fickle thing. It's easily broken because people are constantly changing. People, somebody's feelings towards you can change immediately, and that trust could go out the window because they'll start moving differently, right? But I feel like it's literally, trust is built on 4 things to me personally, right? And I'm like, still have sleep, I ain't gonna cap. But trust is built on about 4 things to me. And I feel like even when one is like not there, all of it, all 3, or the 3. Learn to speak, Lexi. Learn to speak. Yeah, so I feel like trust is built on 4 things. And even if like one of these 4 things are not in the picture, I feel like all of them suffer. So yeah. And before I get into these 4 things, I want y'all to understand this is my opinion. I do want y'all in the comments let me know what y'all think, y'all perspective on other things, but this is just how I operate. And obviously, like, this channel is really about my opinion. So I also believe that trust that people are showing you who they are. Okay, like, I want y'all to know that, like, trust that people are showing you who they are. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And I'm also say, just because a snake shed their skin don't make them less of a snake. Okay, so those are like my 2 things. Oh, and don't let somebody, or people will Scooby-Doo you all the time. Like, people pretend to be something and then unmask themselves in the end. And once they unmask themselves, don't let them put another mask on and then have them pretend to be another person. Like, you already saw who that person was. Like, just like when you watched, like, I don't know if people watched it on Lucifer, but when Lucifer unmasked himself, and Dan saw him, you could not convince Dan that was not Lucifer. Like, no matter how charismatic, no matter how much people loved him or whatever the case may be, once he saw Lucifer's true face, he was just like, that's the devil. That's the devil. You feel me? So once you see it, keep it noted and keep it pushing, and handle those people accordingly. But let's just get into like those 4 things that I feel like trust is built on. So the 4 things I'm gonna list off is consistency, characteristics, track record, and discernment. So I'm gonna start off with discernment. I feel like, because without this, everything is just like, so discernment, for the people that don't know, is basically when God lets you know if that's a yay or nay, in layman's terms, like the easiest terminology, right? I feel like a lot of the times we go into these things without discernment, because when we're not charged up, our spirit not charged up. Like, if you're not in your word, you don't have a relationship with God, you don't, speak to God on a daily basis, your spiritual battery is at like 10%, if not 0%, depending on where you're at, or 30%. Your discernment will not be the same as somebody that's constantly in their word, constantly praying, or constantly fasting, or whatever the case may be. That their discernment is at maybe 90 to 100% or 80%. Like, we're human, 80 to 90%, right? So you won't really, like, you won't see things from a godly standpoint, a biblical standpoint. You feel me? And I'm gonna get into that, what I mean, because it's a difference. Like, you think that you're seeing things clearly, but you're seeing it in a worldly view. Your discernment, to know if, like, the first question, first of all, you need to be asking is if that person is for me, whether that's a relationship, whether that is a business partnership, friendship, even family members, like all that. Like, is that person supposed to be in my life? Am I supposed to separate from that person? That is the prayer that God will answer the quickest, with either in the same day, the same hour, or the next day. Like, I promise you, that is one prayer that God do not play on. Like, he be like, oh, okay, but I can do that right now. Yeah, no. Or, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so I feel like discernment is like number 1, because some of the stuff we don't need to be going through, or we should have just never went through if we would just ask God if that person was for us, or that friendship was for us, or that job was for us. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that. Then I believe in characteristics, right? So you need discernment, but you also need to look at somebody's characteristics, who they are at their core. I feel like a lot of people, we change, we can create certain habits, and this is not personality. A lot of people get confused with personality and characteristics. You feel me? A person can have a bomb personality, and their characteristics of who they are trash. They can coexist. Like, oh, I love partying with her, she's so cool, like, she's so positive, she's so this, she's so that, blase squaze, like, and the whole time you thinking like, this person is it, like, this is my friend, but you don't know that she low-key a thief. You don't know that, like, she really has no loyalty at all. She's mad wishy-washy. You feel me? Like, I'm always speak from a female standpoint, because it's just easier. But yeah, like, I feel like who they are at their core, are they a genuine person? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do they talk to people that they that's not in the same position as them? Because I don't like when people say beneath. Ain't nobody beneath nobody. Let's be for real. We all human. What's the call again? But like your servers, or how they treat old people. Like, to me personally, if I go somewhere and I see like an old lady, my first instinct is to like open the door. If her bags look heavy, is to pick up and I'm a female, so if I see a guy watching this lady struggle, or watching like, he don't want to open the door for her, and he just watching her, or aggravated that she's taking too long to open the door when he can just open the door, to me that's an automatic no. Like, to me it's just like, how is that not in like an automatic response to you? You feel me? And some of y'all, like, it's petty. I just have my nicks like that. That's just one of my little nicks. To each his own. Or like, you see a pregnant woman, and I used to like catch the bus to school, whatever, like the metro bus, And like if you see a pregnant woman or you see like an old lady get on the bus and there's no seats left, and as a man you would just sit there and watch her like stand up and she tired, like how you just not let, like how you not give up your seat? Like if I gotta give up my seat before you give up your seat, that to me is like, ew, don't ask me out. Like, don't ask me out. So I just feel like those characteristics, like certain things are just not taught, like it's innate. You understand what I'm saying? And then and why I say that, because people can pretend to be something. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can tell when somebody, like you could see when somebody's trying to be nice, like it doesn't come naturally to them. And then yes, you see somebody that's just kindness, like it just comes naturally to them. I feel as though those characteristics, or whatever those characteristics to you, you know, is important, is something that is vital. Because if I know a guy is like, okay, for example, right, and this is, I want to really break this down because I want to break it down. Okay, so my number, like I want to say 3 or 4 things that I'm like, okay, yeah, no. If a guy lies to me in the talking stage, right? Like you don't have no reason to lie to me. Like we're not committed. I ain't gonna beat you. I ain't gonna put a gun in your head. I'm not gonna do none of that. Like for you to lie to me in a talking stage is crazy. Like half the time if I ask the question, it's because I know the answer. Don't lie to me. You feel me? Like I would literally just leave you exactly where you at. Like that would be our last conversation, and I would literally like, we would just go ghost. But I'll probably be like, I don't really appreciate you lying to me. Like I probably would explain it to you, and then I would just do this. Like there's no you don't need to explain nothing. Like to me, it's just like, because if we get into a relationship and you actually have a reason to lie if you did something, you're gonna lie because you didn't have a reason to lie and you still lied. You feel me? And then another thing is females that cheat on their men, right, or their man. This will call again. I just feel like, especially if your man is good to you, like I would see, because I never really have friends like this, but I have friends that have friends, and like let's say we like, you know, chop it up, we had like a kickback, playing cards, stuff, whatever, and I would hear these stories and like, oh yeah, my man's so good to me, he pay all my bills, he do this, he do that, da da da. But my other one, I'm like, yo, other one, yeah, girl, like, you know, you gotta, like, I will never be your friend. I will never be your friend, because to me, it's not even so much of like a girl or boy thing. It's just, how can somebody do you so good and you do them so wrong? Like, you sleep good at night knowing that you trifling, like you were hurt, if they found out you were hurt them, like, or just being the cause of somebody like heartbreak. Like I just did that. I don't understand people like that. But like, or girls that air out their best friend's business. You feel me? Like we could be on the outs, you feel me? But I would never just go blatantly just dogging you and airing out all your dirty laundry afterwards. It's like stuff like that to me is just ill. Like ill because of your character. Alright, but I stood too long on that one, right? So now we're gonna go into your consistency. People, like I said, people can pretend to be something that they're not, you feel me? But for how long? Like, I feel like, first of all, men, to me, well, in general, like, you know what I'm saying, are very routine creatures, you know, so they're very consistent. So, like, if you see he go out, like, his gym schedule, his work schedule, how he chill with his homies in that talking stage, and y'all get together, or even before y'all get together, because y'all need to peep this before y'all actually, you feel me, get together. It's just like, how often does he cancel dates? How often, you know, is he playing the game? Like, how often does he say he gonna do something and he don't keep the word or keep his word? You feel me? Like, how often? Oh, you say you read your Bible, you say you do this, da da da. But like, what are the fruit? Where are your fruits? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can say something. It's like when somebody said, "Oh yeah, I go to the gym, da da da," and then every single time you talk to them, "Oh yeah, I ain't go to the gym today. Oh no, I ain't go to the gym today. I ain't go to the gym today." But you say you go to the gym. You feel me? Like, you went to the gym, but that, you're not consistent with it. That's not who you are. Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like consistency is a big thing. And then track record, right? So I feel like if a person has a track record of cheating, and you get with him and you think that he not gonna cheat or she not gonna cheat, it's crazy. That's crazy. Or like men, to me, is so weird. Like you see that this girl is in everybody's face. You heard that she slept with the homie, this, that, and the third. When you got with her, she had a boyfriend or she was talking to somebody, and then she just blatantly disregarded him. And you like, oh, you got a boyfriend? You got a man? She like, yeah. But what it is, like, what? You think you supposed to wipe that? Like, to me, I just be like, what? Like, the signs be there. The signs be there. It just shows loyalty. It just shows, because to me, I feel like a female, when we like someone, and this is maybe just me and most of my friends, we kind of like tunnel vision. Well, good women, right? We ain't trying to, we not trying to dip in that. Like, it already takes a lot to be texting every single person how my day was. Like, I don't got time for that. So usually it's like I'm kind of like tunnel vision, right? And then it takes a lot for me to leave, right? Like, once I say, oh, boom, I'm committed. So that woman that's quick to just go ahead and cheat on you, or quick to go ahead and just like switch up on you and stuff like that, when especially like any measly argument, that's not a person that you can marry. Because let y'all be going through a spill for 3-4 months, you feel me? Because that's what marriages go through. They best believe they talking to somebody in their DM. They need attention from somebody else and stuff like that, because those signs are there in the beginning. That's their track record. When things get hard, they be like, well, I don't care, and they go off and do whatever. You feel me? Like, these things you have to ask, but you also got like the peep game. You feel me? Like, dang, as soon as we got into an argument, you went to the club with your friends. Oh, hot girl summer. Like, that's how you react. You gotta look at people's like how they react. So then, but that's why I say all this is coincides together. So I'm gonna go over the 3. So that's consistency, characteristics, track record, and discernment, right? All these coincide together, because without discernment, a person can look very consistent. Oh, my friend, she consistently goes out to the club with me, and you know, she's always turning up, and we go on trips together, and she allows me to vent, and blah, like she there for me. Oh, she seemed real positive, like everything, like every single time we talk, it's like good vibe, blah 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 blah. You feel me? Like, what's the call again? She may not cheat on her man. Like, you looking at certain things, right? And you her track record, like, oh, she got a lot of friends. She this, you feel me? She done fell out with a couple of them, but who ain't? Who da da da? You looking at her from this standpoint, right? But without discernment, you don't realize that she is consistent in all the areas that are not godly. Like, oh, but when you have a promotion, where is she? You feel me? Or when you when you down bad, you get what I'm saying? Is she showing up? Is she showing up with positivity or misery love company? Every single time you get in an argument with your man, is she there for you, or is she always telling you to leave your man? You feel me? Because she wants you to low-key be single, because she wants somebody to go out here and party with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize where those aspects or those things play a part, and how they play a part if you don't have that discernment. And then, so let's say you have discernment, but you don't have, and you have consistency and characteristics, but you don't have a track record. You think she's all cool, copacetic, because this is the season that she's in, right? But her track record has shown that she sleeps with her friend's man, or what's it called again? That he used to set up his homeboys, and he steal from them. Like, oh, another one is I don't mess with dudes that set up their homeboys, or like talk smack about their homeboys, because men love their homeboys. They love their homeboys. So if you trying or you trifling to your homeboy, I know you trifling to me. That's another one. I forgot to add that one. But yeah, like, I feel like all of them play a part. Like, discernment, track record, and characteristics without consistency is, they could be a good person, but don't mean that they are invested in your friendship, and you gonna get your feelings hurt. You feel me? Because it's like, oh yeah, they got nice characteristics, they got a good track record. God told you, like, yeah, you feel me? Like, they cool. You ain't gotta block them, but they just they're your acquaintance, not your friend. And how you figure out acquaintance from friend is the consistency. Like, yeah, she show up every once in a while. Yeah, I could call her every once in a while, but she's an acquaintance. She's not a friend. So I feel like all these play together, right? So how I bring this back up to God, right? So it's just like we try to trust God like we trust people, and we need to start doing that. Like, example, when God isn't answering us, we assume that he goes to us. Like, okay, God, so you're just not gonna talk to me? And how you don't trust me? We are. If you have never been ghosted, lucky you. You feel me? But we all been ghosted at least once. You feel me? And it's kind of like, it's not a good feeling. And if you're a good person like me, when I ghost somebody, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Because I don't want to like hurt their feelings. But then ghosting hurt even more. So that's hard, right? But like, yeah. So when God not answering us, we assume he ghosted us, right? And then let's say he go a long time without answering us, right? Because God don't leave us, we leave him, right? So a lot of times we be like, oh, God not answering us, it's been a long time. You start getting delusional, right? You start going through this little circle, right? Well, I won't say delusional. You start going through this cycle in your head and start believing that you were delusional, right? Like, maybe they ain't even a God. Like, maybe that was just that was a coincidence. You feel me? That wasn't God, that was the universe. You feel me? Like, you start creating all these ideas in your head until God answers you again, right? And that's kind of how we like with people ghosting us, right? It's just like, dang, our first date was good, our second date was good, like, I thought buddy was really feeling me, type stuff. For me, maybe I'm tripping. Like, maybe I just looked into things too heavy. Like, maybe I'm just, dang, like, you start how I missed this, I didn't know he liked me, or how I thought he was, like, you know what I'm saying? You start going through these things, and then we start putting God in his box because we start comparing him to human beings. Like, oh, God must not rock with me, I must have did something wrong. That's not how he operates. That's just not how he operates. Damn, we think that we can trust with God with one or two things, right? So like, oh God, I trusted you to bring my husband, you did, but I can't tithe 10%. Like, that's, do you see our economy, God? Like, I have business advisors, I got, I got my accountant, I got this, I got that. Like, what's it called? I'm good on that front. You feel me? Like, all I gotta do is continue to show up in my best, give my all. God, I be putting in that work. Teen no sleep, which is crazy because I need sleep. Yeah, teen no sleep. God, I'm gonna get to where I need to go. You feel me? So I trusted you in this area, but I won't trust you in that area. And God will snatch that thing real quick, because he'll say, like, no, you need to trust me in all areas. I gave it to you first off. Yeah, he'll humble us real quick. You feel me? So we go into a relationship using that same mentality, right? We start giving God like ultimatums, right? Like, oh God, if you do this, then I'm gonna do this. So that's like, well, if you bring me a husband, then I'm gonna work on my attitude. If you give me this job, then I'll start tithing. You know what I'm saying? And God is like, because God don't be like, well, if you praying, let's say you praying to God, like, God, please, like, I'm trying to get over this drug addiction, blase squaze. God be like, well, get over the drug addiction. If you get over this drug addiction, then I'll start answering your prayers. Like, he don't, that's why, you know what I'm saying? He don't do that, but we do that to him. We start treating him like we treat our friends or our boyfriends. Like, when you first get with a boy, and let's say your birthday first, you feel me? You gonna be like, well, if he go all out for my birthday, then I'll go all out for his birthday. But if he don't go out for my birthday, then I already know how it is, whatever. Or like, if his birthday's first, you be like, if I go out for his birthday, what if he don't go out for all out for my birthday? And like, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like, we need to stop putting God on that thing. Like, if he do this, if he do that. Like, God don't worry. Like, God is not worried about, like, first of all, you shouldn't be giving God no ultimatum in the first place. But God don't operate like that. He gonna be like, girl, like, you think you run stuff? You don't. Like, you don't. And then I feel like also too, you have to understand that God is never changing. His word is the same. You feel me? He is the Alpha and Omega. He is the beginning and the end. Like, he knows everything. He knows everything. So just our trust is fickle with humans because humans are ever changing. You feel me? Like I said in the beginning, like, when someone's feelings change, that's how they start. They treat you differently. You feel me? Like, they consistency change, they loyalty probably change. let's just call it again, their characteristics, who they are, don't probably change, you feel me? But all those other things, like I said, one without the other, like, it fall apart, you feel me? Like, dang, like, he used to show up for me, but now I can't trust that he gonna show up for me, because lately, like, but he ain't been showing up. Like, he don't be answering his phone, he always sleep, you feel me? Like, I don't know, I don't date, so I don't know about the problems no more. But yeah, so okay, so women, I feel like there's no way that you can trust your husband, because I feel like we need to be submissive to our husbands, right? So I think there's power in that. Some people like, I feel like in a biblical standpoint, if you think submitting to your husband is a no-go, then you don't believe in the Bible. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's power in that, because the man is the head. You're like the neck. You got to make sure he stays on track. Like, every time he switches his head this way, babe, keep your head on God. You feel me? And you have your own relationship with God as well. So, if you can't trust in God yourself, you can never trust your husband, because God is perfect. God is perfect. He's in the present. He's in your future. Like, he's everywhere at the same time. He know your thoughts. He know, like, everything. And if you can't trust a perfect person, a perfect entity, person that made the universe, you're never going to be able to trust a flawed person, especially a person that is trusting in God and doesn't know the steps. Like, if you can't go through life trusting that God gonna get certain things done, how you gonna trust somebody else trusting in God? You feel me? You already don't know how that looks like. You don't know what it is to not know how it's gonna get done, but know it's gonna get done. You feel me? Because you don't have that relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So to get into a relationship with a man and him really believing in God and him really operating and not moving ahead of God and God being his guide, it's gonna be some seasons where you don't know what's going on. Like, babe, I think we need to move up here, and you like, and he like, babe, I fasted on this, and God told us that we need to move here. That men, y'all need to learn how to pick y'all women too, because it's like that woman could be like, all right, if that's what God said, you feel me, and you truly believe this, and you truly believe that that's what God is saying to you, that woman will go with you. You feel me? Because you are her husband. She is being led by you because you're being led by God. So even if she don't understand the process, even if she don't got no clarity on what's really going on, she trusts you to make that decision, because God is you the head. God gonna tell you stuff that He not gonna tell us. But if you have a woman that don't know what it is to trust God and don't have that relationship, if you tell her like I ain't going nowhere, da, 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 and now this time is so stressful, you'll either move ahead of God or be disobedient to God because you're trying to you don't like that pressure. You feel me? You trying to make her happy over God because you're trying to keep your marriage and stuff like that. And it makes a very tough time, a very confusing time, even more stressful, because you have a person that don't know what it is to trust God themselves. So women, as women, we need to learn that have that relationship with God ourselves before we get into a relationship with that man, because that's going to be a very stressful relationship, especially if God has an anointing on y'all marriage, and if y'all have to get into ministry or whatever the case may be, whatever God got for y'all, you feel me? So, and then men, learn to pick your women as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, there's a freaking lizard. Ooh, it's the same freaking green one. Why do you do this, bro? Like, you couldn't wait till I got back in the house? He's gone. Y'all, I do not like lizards. Ooh. But yeah, so that. So then also trusting in God, you have to trust that God is very intentional. I talk about this all the time. God is very, very, very intentional. And I feel as though that we have to trust that you can't say that you trust that everything is going to work out for our good and then think that God is against you. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? My nails not done. My stepmom couldn't do my nails. I was letting them grow out. But yeah, I also feel like I'm gonna put this little note in here before I end the video. I feel like a lot of people, like, we don't trust other people because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our own discernment. You feel me? You don't trust that you see in the person, that individual, for the way you supposed to be, like, viewing them, like how you supposed to be. How you say that? You're not trusting that you see in that person for who they actually are. You feel me? Like you missing something, because you probably been Scooby-Dooed in the past. And I feel like with me, like guys, like 5 years down the line, like my guy friends, he be like, you actually are exactly who you said you was in the beginning. I be like, I know, like I told you what it was, like, because I'm a firm believer of you need to like me now, because I don't want to sit here and like play with you and then you like me and then I change up on you and you don't like me no more and I've already got attached to you. Like I need to know if you like the real me now. Like I'm not gonna pretend with you feel me? But some people are not like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's where that discernment comes in, and you gotta just trust that God is really giving you like the tea, you feel me? Like a lot of times you be like, nah, God, give me another sign. Nah, God, give me another sign. You feel me? Like, and God is just like, the girl done told you, the boy done told you who they was, they actions match that, I done told you, and yet you still like looking for something, waiting for the person to slip up. And then 6 years down the line, 7 years down the line, you like, okay, I guess that person is who they said it is. Dang, like I thought they was gonna do this to me, or I just, y'all need to just, that's where that trusting in God comes in. Stop trusting people like you trust God. Like I tell people all the time, like if a person is gonna cheat on me, I don't gotta look through your phone. I don't gotta do nothing. God, I trust that God gonna let me know, because God would never want to like just hurt me. You feel me? God is never gonna just have me sitting here looking dumb or stupid. You feel me? Like he always trying to give it to you. He'll give you your gut intuition, which is you know, the Holy Spirit talking to you. He'll give you signs. Certain people will come and tell you, like every single time. Like I've only been cheated on twice. One in middle school and like one as an adult. You feel me? And every single time somebody has always like told me, or it's just come to light. You feel me? Like every single time it was either my prerogative to like ignore it or heed the warning. You feel me? A lot of the times like God lets you know, you know what I'm saying, and you choose to stay or you choose to like ignore it, and that's your fault. You feel me? But I trust God that at the end of the day, like when I'm supposed to know, I'm supposed to know. Like them people that be like, oh, I gotta track his phone, that's not trust. Why are you with him? That's stressful. I'm not tracking nobody's phone. Yeah, we have each other's location. You feel me? What's it called again? And now, honestly, because people out here crazy. You feel me? But like, and I'm a female, like I want you to kind of have my location just in case something happened to me. Like you can come get me. You feel me? But yeah, like I just feel like, and you can have my password on my phone, because to me this is like, if you need to use my phone, you don't need to be asking like, babe, what's your password? Like that's wild to me. You feel me? But me checking your phone, me doing all that, and me going out of my way to like, there's no way that we can live a long, healthy relationship, like a long life together. And I don't trust you with the basics. I don't trust that you ain't out here making me look stupid. I don't trust that my friend is not gonna try to sleep with my man. Like, if you have to guess consistently if someone rocks with you or someone respects you enough to like just not do you dirty, like that person don't need to be in your life. You feel me? And God is letting you know, because he gives you the fruits of the Spirit. He shows you who are godly people. Like, look at people by their fruits. You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily what they say, but what they do, how they act, how they react to certain things. Because best believe God's word does not go back void. Other people lie. People lie to themselves. People lie to other people. Like, sometimes people don't even know they lying. They in denial. But guess what? God don't lie. God, what he said will come to pass, will come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, God will send people dreams. You females, you already know. Like, your man will send you dreams. You feel me? Like, straight up. So, trust that God got your back. That's how I feel. Trust that God got your back. If nobody else got your back, and you don't trust nobody, trust God. It'll save you every single time. It'll save you every single time, because he'll never come back null and void. He'll never. And when you think that he done ghosted you, trust that he didn't, because he's so consistent. He consistently brings life back into you, brings life to you. He consistently wakes you up in the morning. He consistently shows up when you really need him. You feel me? Even when you thought he wasn't showing up, 2 months later you be like, dang, he really did show up, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very consistent. We are the inconsistent ones, and yet he still is consistent. That should already tell you about his character. So I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, so I hope that made sense to some. It had to make sense, because it made sense to me. So I know it made sense to somebody. Yeah, it's just food for thought. So remember, I think that trust is built on different things. Consistency, I'm gonna bring it up again. Characteristics, track record, and discernment. And don't trust God like you trust people. You feel me? People are ever changing. God is not. God is. He said, I am what I am. You feel me? And he ain't no liar. He ain't no liar. And he's been the most consistent being since the beginning of time. So the trees know it, because every season it changes. Every season it changes. Just like change is consistent, so is God. Ouch. So is God. So yeah, if you like more videos like this, put it down in the comments. Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I think that's all. The birds is chirping. I don't know, this conversation they have, it sound real heated. It's too early in the morning for that. But I'm about to have a good gym session. I hope y'all have a good day, because I'm determined to have a good day. And yeah, y'all stay blessed, and what? Y'all flex. Deuces.